Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to Safar Muqaddas and Harmain ke saath. And we will continue our conversation discussing on current topics on Hajj and Umrah. And before we start again, I just want to mention one more time, we have two numbers on the screen. The first number is for calling in if you want to talk to us and ask us questions directly, or you can always message us or WhatsApp us the question on 212-380-6100. So before the break, we spoke a lot about Umrah. And I think this is a good time to, I know Hajj is very far away, but as you already mentioned that you start preparing for these packages in advance. So to have something available for the client. So I just want to start by asking, what have you done for Hajj 2018? Do you have anything out there or what's happening?
See, I guess it's still the early stages, but we have a layout of the dates when the people are going to go and when they're going to come back. And we try to put the packages in the market. And if we are doing early registration, we are giving a $200 break on it. So it's a very important thing. If you are planning to go for Hajj, I think this is the time you should start it.
So how can somebody come and do an early registration? Like, how does it work? What do they need to do?
They have to call us or maybe email their copy of their passport and send us the deposit, and we will take them in our group, inshallah.
And how much is the deposit usually for blocking the seat for somebody?
$2,500. You can start it.
And is this deposit refundable up to some point?
Yes, that's a pretty good question. That deposit is refundable or not. Deposit is, we can refund it if you are not going in before we made the ticket or the visa. If we stamp the visa and the ticket, then you can lose the deposit.
So
but we go, our visa is stamped like 15 days before our flight, so it's pretty long time. You can decide. We have 6-7 people that drop before 15-16 days.
So what is recommended by you if somebody, let's just say somebody calls you today and they're like, we want to go for Hajj. Tomorrow they come, they give you the deposit, and what would you prefer? Like, if somebody knows that they're not going to be able to go, or maybe they'll be able to go, what can they do to make it easier for you and for them to avoid this losing of the deposit?
Just let us know before, like around right after Ramadan. I think we have people usually come. Last couple of years we were sold out before Ramadan. So we can replace.
So basically, let us know in advance.
Yeah.
Giving the deposit back is giving the deposit back.
I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. That if we print your ticket and we did your visa, so then you will lose your deposit. So we will lose a lot more money than deposit.
So basically, this is a really good time. Do you have a particular date in mind for early booking, or you haven't decided on that?
We do have a date, 14 August and coming back on 28 August. That's the one.
No, I'm talking about, like I mentioned before, like I want to go for Hajj. Tomorrow I come, I give you the deposit. I know I'm going to get the early booking discount. But when is the deadline to get this discount? Do you have a certain date?
We plan about January 31st.
So January 31st, basically January 31st is the deadline if you're looking for an early booking discount for Hajj with Ainul Harmain. And what do your packages range around for this year?
Two packages. One package basically $7,900. That's included modeling fees and Zabiha. But if we use Saudi airline, it's about $300 extra for that airline because ticket is about $300 difference.
So it's about $8,200 for Saudi airline. And if you're going with Royal Jordanian,
you're paying $7,900.
You're paying $7,900.
And we don't have any hidden charges. This is the only thing. I mean, that includes everything.
So the $7,900, like as you mentioned before, it includes Hajj fees, Qurbani, sacrifice, whatever you may be calling it. So this is all included in that.
Yes.
And typically, do other Hajj companies include it, or this is something that they charge separately?
Some of them including it, but a lot of time people, they don't include their advertised package like 7,500, and then there's a plus Muallim fees, and we have come up to 79, 8,000.
So the Hajj fees and Qurbani are included, and what are some of the expenses? Because we just got one question. Other than, because you mentioned the Hajj fees and Qurbani is already included in the package. So one of our viewers is asking, is there anything else that they should be worrying about expense-wise other than...
Nothing except our flights mostly from Chicago or New York. So if you are add-on, you're coming in, for example, you're coming from Florida or maybe the other destination, so your add-on will be added.
Okay, so the add-on is the expense that could go up.
Yeah.
So basically these prices are fixed from JFK, New York, and Chicago ORD. I believe
we have a package also from Detroit.
So DTW, Detroit Airport. And anywhere else you're planning to offer direct route?
Probably Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. And will that be the same price, the Saudi airline price?
Usually the price, fare difference about $500. Like last year we put $500 extra. And flight from LA is about $500 extra than New York.
We have one more question through text, and they're asking hotels. What kind of hotels are you using with these packages? Is this something that you have already set down, or is it something you're trying to focus on this? Or?
No, we are using a four-star in Medina and 4+ in Makkah.
4+ in Makkah. So
near Haram.
Near Haram. Okay. I think that answers that question. So let's focus more along the lines of Hajj. You spoke about the extra expenses that could differ in the United States when a person is going from here. But what about the extra expenses in Saudi Arabia? What can they expect to spend some money on? Because this is a question a lot of people might have, that I'm going there. I know, I understand that there is no hidden charges in this, but what are some extra expenses?
The Haji should keep with them at least $1,000. Sometimes they needed to take a cab coming from Manasik. They want to come their own, And sometimes you feel hungry, you're going on the street, you want to buy. So miscellaneous charges, $1,000.
Minor things, grabbing some transportation,
yeah,
or some food when they're not in the hotel, or they're not in the tents. So basically, when they're outside of the groups and they're planning to do some activities on other places, they should have some cash with them to worry about the food and going and getting back from their place. And obviously shopping and things like that. So these are the only things that a person should be worried about when they're going to Hajj with Harmain. So everything is covered. And how do you guys prepare your clients that want to go for Hajj? Like, what do you do which helps them to prepare themselves? Is it something one-on-one? Is it something you do in a group? Or
they're starting from their booking. We try to prepare them for the Hajj, what inconvenience, all the things they can face when they go to the Hajj. Or we have live seminars, and then we have a seminar in New York. So any guidance they need, we will try to explain them.
There's another thing on your Facebook page, Harmon Travel, Hajj and Umrah Tours Operators. We saw plenty of photos and updates for the Hajis. So is that something, is a service you guys offer every Hajj, where the family members are updated through social media so they could keep up what they're doing? Or is it something that's just offered last year? And
no, we're going to be continue this thing.
So this is something that could benefit a lot of the family members, because everyone knows that a lot of elderly people also go for Hajj, and it's very hard for them sometimes to use the phone and stuff like that. So this type of service actually helps the family members to keep up to date on whether their family members reach there and what they're up to, Hajj is going on, stuff like that. So this looks like a very beneficial thing that could help out the Hajis.
Yes,
so we hope you continue this, inshallah. So getting back to the Hajj packages. So even though this package includes everything, you're still expected on these minor expenses here and there. So you said keep around $1,000. That should be
enough.
That should be more than enough. And what else do you recommend them to do before they leave? I understand you said you guys brief them one-on-one when they're buying the packages. Then you guys do a seminar to get the group together. So if there's any common questions, and they get to meet each other, who they're going to Hajj with other passengers. So I know this helps them a lot.
We recommend them to do some walking, do some exercises, because there's a lot of walking.
So be physically active for the Hajj days. So you want them to be a little bit physically active so they can basically prepare themselves for Hajj. There's a lot of walking, and the tents I know Harmain uses is North American Manasik tents.
Yeah.
So it's about 45 minutes walk, I believe.
Yes.
So that's something that people should be prepared for in general going for Hajj.
Yeah.
Okay. And the ziyarat, do you cover ziyarat during Hajj too, like in your Umrah packages, or is it a little bit different?
A little bit different in Hajj. In Makkah, because you are going anyway, Mina, Arafat, Muzdalifah. So these are the things covered in ziyarat. Okay, and all the way going, you will see Jabal Sur, and the other direction if you go, you will see Jabal Nur. So you don't need the ziyarat in Hajj time in Makkah, but we do the ziyarat in Medina Hajj time. We arrange the bus and we'll take them and show the important.
We just got a question from one of the viewers. For Hajj, do you have a religious leader going, or is it something?
Along the road, we have come up with a lot of religious leaders. Even last Hajj group, we have about 5 imams.
5 imams, okay. So that's on an educational aspect and a spiritual experience. That's very helpful for the clients, because 5 imams means that's in some cases, you're getting a lot of personal attention from the imam, and ask them questions, whatever you want to ask them. And did you have like multiple languages, like all the imams spoke different languages?
Yeah, Urdu, English. We also have somebody speak Bengali as well.
And what about Arabic? You have somebody?
Yeah, Arabic as well.
So basically, in your this is for last year, of course. You had somebody covering Urdu. This is religious guidance. Urdu, English, Arabic, Bengali.
Yeah.
Okay, so this could help. Sometimes you have some people going for Hajj and they basically go with their friends, and it's not necessarily a Pakistani person will be going with another Pakistani person. So this could also help them if they, if it's not in Urdu, if it's in a different language. So that's very helpful to all the Hajis that are going together. So it's a multicultural group. Like you don't just have one.
Yes, but we
primarily Pakistani.
We recommend people before they go to Hajj, they should study about some literature and watch video, which make it easy. And when they have a question, they ask them. But try to learn themselves.
Do the research and do the study. They can also go and talk with their local imams at their masjids, and they could answer plenty of the questions. Yeah. So if there's any current issues for them over there which they don't know about, then they could come and approach these religious leaders.
Yes, they can ask us. If they feel free to ask any question anytime. You can go over system and email it to us, their question, text us. We will answer them, we will cooperate with them.
So the religious leaders are available for them. This is just during Hajj time, or they're available for them throughout their experience?
All the time, inshallah.
So every group almost has at least one dedicated religious leader.
Yes, and we're also planning to bring some religious scholars in this program as well.
And these are the religious scholars that would also be going with you for Hajj?
Yeah, some of them.
So inshallah, we should be expecting
coming up
episodes, we should be expecting some religious leaders to come and talk a little bit about the religious side. Because we've been talking a lot.
We are thinking to bring people from the other Hajj group as well. So this is knowledge for everybody. Even you go with us, if you don't go with us, it's still available, you know.
So we will have some, inshallah, in the future episodes, we will hopefully see some religious leaders.
Yeah,
and,
I'm already speaking to other people.
Couple, so
yeah.
we should be expecting them next couple episodes.
Yeah, we wanted to make this program worthwhile.
So, and we will also try to get some other Hajj and Umrah companies to come and also talk about their view on this topic, which could also help out a lot of our viewers that are watching this show. Safar Muqaddas and Harmain ke saath. And is there anything else? I know you mentioned we actually have a call, so we're going to take this call. जी अस्सलाम वालेकुम. Assalamu alaikum. Put down the volume of your TV so you can hear what I'm saying and I can hear what you're saying. जी अस्सलाम वालेकुम.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम.
वालेकुम सलाम. कौन बोल रहे हैं?
जी उम्रे के लिए पूछना है, 2 आदमियों ने जाना है.
ठीक है, कब जाना चाह रहे हैं आप?
ये टीवी से आप बोल रहे हैं या और कोई ऑफिस है?
क्या बोल रहे हैं?
अच्छा, क्या कितना खर्चा है जी 2 आदमियों का भाई साहब?
2 आदमियों का हम लोग के एक व्यूअर ने कॉल किया, देर आस्किंग 2 आदमियों का कितना खर्चा है, उम्रे पे जाना चाह रहे हैं, तो उसके बारे में आप थोड़ा सा बताएं कि
डबल का पैकेज लेंगे, कौन से ग्रुप में जाएंगे, जैसा आपने पहले भी जिक्र किया है. अगर ये जनवरी के पैकेज में जाएंगे, डबल का 2100 पर पर्सन होगा, एक कमरे में 2. अगर क्वाड के पैकेज में जाएंगे जो 1850 है.
ठीक है, आपके पास और कोई सवाल है? ठीक है, आई थिंक कॉलर हंग अप. सो आपने 2-3 ऑप्शंस बताए. सो बेसिकली उम्रे पे जाना चाह रहे हैं तो एवरेज प्राइस अभी दिसंबर की यही है एंड जनवरी की जो आपने अभी बताई है. ओके, सो लेट्स कंटिन्यू द डिस्कशन बैक टू हज. तो एज वी वर टॉकिंग अर्लियर दैट बेसिकली you need to be prepared financially because Hajj is very expensive. It's not something that you can just get up and go. You need to leave something for your family behind too. So there's a lot of financial aspects in going to Hajj. And then you also mentioned the physical aspect. You need to be physically prepared. And from what you're telling me, like at least they should be able to walk a couple of miles every day.
Definitely. Hajj is very difficult thing. If you are not prepared, if you are sick and you cannot walk, so a lot of people get annoyed when they get there and they try to take out their anger on group leaders, you know, when they even have to walk 1 block. So basically we have the people there even walking all the places where they don't say anything. Those people, they are not used to, they think when they pay they are getting service to, I mean, everything, but you have to do a lot of effort. It's not only paying.
So let's end today's show with this ending of the conversation on Hajj. I hope you enjoyed our show, Safar Muqaddas and Harmain ke saath. And I would like to thank our viewers and inshallah see you in 2 weeks. Assalamu alaikum.